Hello and welcome back, everybody. Well, I headed out once again on the EUC on this beautiful day to do a bit of practicing. I found this empty parking lot a couple weeks back. It's a great place to practice the EUC. On the weekends, these commercial building areas are oftentimes empty, not a single car in sight, not a pedestrian, nothing to interfere with my practicing session. So if you can locate something like this in your area and you're doing some practicing, I highly recommend finding a nice wide open space like a parking lot to do that practice. So what I'm focusing on today is really just getting down into that seated riding position. I have yet to be able to go a decent distance in that seated position. I can get down and get my bum on the seat, but as far as keeping that forward momentum, doing turns and whatnot, still practicing that. So what I'm really working on today is really just getting down and back up, down and up, strengthening the legs, and just getting comfortable with the transition. I've said it before and I'll say it again, repetition is key when mastering the EUC. You just need to keep on keeping on practicing the same thing over and over again, and then suddenly it just clicks. It's just like many other things in life. But that's one thing I love about riding an electric unicycle is that challenge. It seems like it's almost never ending. Like there's always a way to get a little bit better than you were the day before. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good getting down into that riding position. I think it would be helpful if I had a larger seat, maybe a few inches taller, as I am a taller guy, and getting down really low, it's not the most comfortable. It's not uncomfortable, but I could see how if I had a seat that was, 4 or 5 inches taller, that could be a lot more ergonomic. With that being said, I'd like to learn and master this skill just the way my EUC is currently. I'm riding the Veteran Sherman S, and I've got their stock seat and side pads on. I believe starting batch 4, they started offering the seat and side pads as a bonus from eWheels, which is great. But you can find some other aftermarket seats, or you can even come up with your own design and make something that will rise up a bit taller. Now I do see a lot of folks grabbing onto the front handle if they've got one on the EUC when they get down into that squatted seated position. Right now I'm feeling more comfortable just kind of extending my arms forward. I am holding the 360 camera on a tripod as well, so that's part of it, but just really trying to keep my forward momentum going. Your center of gravity, your balance, everything shifts when you get down into that seated position. And let me say this, if you're looking for an excellent leg workout, this is the one. Constantly doing the up and down squatting motion while you're balancing yourself is working a tremendous amount of muscles throughout the legs, the thighs, the calves, even your abdomen. So even once I get this down, I could see myself heading out doing this up and down repetition just to get the leg workout. Why not? well, that's going to wrap up this video. Sure do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. If you found today's video helpful or entertaining in any way, I sure would appreciate if you smash that like button. And if you haven't already, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. New uploads coming out every week, sometimes every day. I'm always switching up the content, trying to make it interesting and informative. So with that, have yourself a good rest of your day. Until next time, this is Electrified Rider. Take care. Talk to you soon.